Listen Up is back with our launch into caring for one of the most vulnerable needs on the planet, the exploitation of children for sale for sex. I'll take you back to my trip to Cambodia to show you those getting to the heart of the problem and the hope they bring. We traveled more than 11,000 miles to learn what over 750,000 visitors to Cambodia discover each year. There is beauty here. Tourism is a major industry. This country is frantically building its society after war, famine, and dictatorship of the 1970s and 80s killed almost 2 million people. And desperate for industry, sex trafficking flourishes here, including the sale of children for sex, children as young as 5.
I hope that we learn to address the demand, because if we don't address the demand side, we are never ever going to see a change in Cambodia. If I work 26 hours a day, 500 days a year for the rest of my life, I'm not going to see a change unless we actually start making a difference on the demand side.
Helen Sworn created a coalition of over 40 groups, all working to stop human trafficking in Cambodia. They use material like this in public education campaigns to warn children about pedophiles and the sex trade.
So then when we've told the stories of the good boy and daughter, we give the children these cards, and this says here on support card. So it's got a picture of the good boy and the daughter on the front, and then on the back it has a police hotline number for the anti-trafficking police, and then a telephone number of a human rights organisation and our number. So if any children need to have intervention, they can call the number and then we will intervene as best we can, whether that's through one of our member organisations or through a human rights organisation or through the police. Then we agree to either meet up with the child or get somebody else to intervene.
And their work is amongst the unthinkable. This is undercover footage from brothel busting that has helped put Cambodia's crimes against children on the world map. Work from International Justice Mission that caught the attention of this lawyer.
Having come over here now and working with IJM and seeing it up close, I realized that I was really ignorant and I was blinded to what's really going on and the massive and urgent need for people to get involved and do something about this, and to not say, well, this is somebody else's problem because it's happening halfway around the world from where I live and work. Because the impacts of the commercial sex industry don't just stay within, a nice, neat the borders of Cambodia or Thailand or Myanmar or Malaysia or wherever it would be. These are issues that cross borders and result in transnational and global problems.
This teacher at one of the 5 New Hope schools for vulnerable children understands his warning.
When I was a child, my family very poor and they have a lot of debt. And I think without Jesus, knowing Jesus, I will be in the same danger like the other children.
But it was the church that reached this family in crisis.
When my parents became a Christian, they learned the Bible. And they learned that they have to love the children and love everybody. And they know it's a sin to sell the children. So that's why they don't sell me.
Now from her classroom at New Hope, Yim helps other children. Hers is one of 5 New Hope schools. Yim's classroom floats on a riverbank where poor and stateless families live, not wanted by Cambodia or neighboring Vietnam. She says since putting the children into this class and working with their parents to help them see their potential, she has only lost 3 of the students to the sex trade.
These are literally the kind of precarious steps being taken to reach these children that are at such great risk. I'm in between 2 floating classrooms here run by New Hope. And the strategy is that if you can offer free schooling to children who are stateless, unregistered, that you can begin to show the beauty and the potential of what children were meant to be.
So the work for Cambodia's vulnerable children continues, training pastors to break up brothels, trauma care in secluded shelters, giving jobs and an alternative paycheck to girls who are pressured to provide for their families, legal work to back up this Cambodia assault on sex trafficking. Everyone agrees it's one child at a time, one family at a time.
You've got to get at hearts that are transformed to say, you know what, there's something morally wrong about what I'm doing. Now, it's hard to imagine that from Western cultures, that you wouldn't think that selling your children or using the women and the children in a community to produce income through such a horrible means. You wouldn't think that there would be a morality issue or question there, but this is a community where that's the case. They need to be shown and have the light turned on to see the dignity and the value and just the beauty in every individual from child to adult.
And while these children pray for a beautiful life and loving family, I get ready to head home. My missionary tour guide, Kim, will stay and work on the root of the problem.
I need at first people pray for us in here, for the protection of the girls. And also more people come here to share the gospel. Because only with the gospel can change people's heart. Nothing can change the parent heart. Only when they know Christ, they know it's a sin to sell their children.
When we come back, the action plan for how you can join us in getting involved in bringing hope to Cambodian children at risk for sale. Making a better tomorrow. My personal thoughts next in The Wrap. One of the realities in television is that you've just looked in on the lives of children who are at risk of being sold. Children who live 12,000 miles away, but now, like us, you've met them and the courageous people helping them. So what should we do next? We did not tell their story to entertain, but in a focused effort for help to New Hope schools and churches who rescue those children who are in danger of being placed for sale in the global sex trafficking trade. They need our help. They need our donations. And if you know the language in Cambodia or Vietnam, consider volunteering to help them. Pray and care. We can get involved in these vulnerable lives. Here's where you can write to help New Hope, or call us to be directed to their need, or go to our website and look for Listen Up's New Hope project. When you go into the website, we have a gift for you too. It's a free recipe for you there that Dave, our cameraman, and I created as we gathered this story in Cambodia. So head to listenuptv.com, click on the Insider for your recipe, and to learn about your chance to think about helping children in Cambodia. Let's join in with New Hope and bring hope to those children at risk. Thanks for watching. For all of us at Listen Up TV, I'm Lorna Dewitt.